Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ellison Cruz, and I'd like to welcome you back to another episode of Pushmo. Yes, another exciting episode that is not chock-filled with tutorials, except I think this first one actually will have one last thing that he has to say to us. Sir Person. Let's see, is he? Yep, there he is. Oh my life, was something to tell you. It just appears out of nowhere. Find yourself stuck on a particularly difficult Pushmo. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so check to see if these words down are glowing. So if the pause button on your touch screen is glowing, then yes, you'll find a special option on the pause menu. And, okay, tap it to give up on the current Pushmo, and this basically lets you skip levels, which means, you know, that end progress report actually does have some minor significance to it. Yes, we're gonna have to come back and rescue him anyways, but that's just so that you're not stuck. It's not just a brick wall. It actually lets you go if you spend too much time on a certain level or whatever, then you just skip it, come back to it later, enjoy the rest of the game, you know, whatever. So, let's go ahead and get started on this. This is gonna be a bit more fast-paced than the last part, I can assure you of that, because that's the only, I think there's only one maybe tutorial after this, but nothing nearly as bad as the last time. So if somehow you got through that a-okay and you're fine, you're back for more, then man, you've made it through the mud tracks, man, or whatever, I don't know. So a lot of these are actually kind of easy, to say the least. A lot of them later on will get far more difficult, so let's hope that I don't make any stupid mistakes this early on. I think this was all diagonal stuff here. Yeah, this is the diagonal one. Let's go over here. So yeah, it's kind of cool, and eventually I think we will get to Crash Mode. Except like I said, I haven't played too much of it quite yet. I've been wanting to actually get this one off the ground for a while, and I'm kind of glad now I'm starting to, along with Yoshi's Island, so I can get all this handheld nonsense out of the way, since I actually haven't really played my DS since I did Resident Evil, and before that, I think Super Mario 3D Land. So it seems like the only times I ever play this thing are when I'm making videos for it, which is not very good, but that can actually be said about most of the games that I'm playing. Like Donkey Kong, I probably wouldn't play unless I was making videos. Same thing with Jak 2. I don't know, I've lost my lust for video games. I mean, I do enjoy games still vastly, and to play them with you guys and kind of learn more about them, you know. Because if I had just gone in cold feet with like Donkey Kong Country or something, I would probably fucking suck all the life out of it. But it's not too bad. I just prepare myself for these things. Okay, and this one, shoot, I think we might have screwed up on this one just briefly, but we can actually go ahead and just do this, and we're good. Okay, good. I did not screw up. Sometimes, like I said, the depth is kind of weird. I'm actually playing this with the 3D on right now, which actually helps. Believe it or not, the 3D in this game is fantastic. If you have it, if your eyes don't suck with the 3D in this, then I would highly recommend doing it. The depth that it gives this game is probably the best in any 3DS game. I mean, if you guys thought, you know, Ocarina of Time was good, then this game will goddamn blow your goddamn mind. I mean, it's awesome in this game, so don't write it off just because it's a puzzler game or it's not visually as it looks far better than it would otherwise. So I would highly recommend playing 3D with this on. So it just looks so much better too. You can't see it being recorded as it is because the software is not compatible with it quite yet. The guy said he's still working on, you know, making 3D stuff, and even when he does, or when and if rather. But oh hey, it's the Easy Ellison. How's it going, man? If that ever comes to fruition, chances are we'll not be recording in 3D because that means that you'll probably have to watch it in 3D in order to actually enjoy it, unless there was some really streamlined, easy way for me to kind of show you, hey, this is in 3D, so don't even worry about it. Then I might actually do that, but for the most part, chances are these videos will stay standard, but I might come back and do some other stuff later. Like, I was thinking about revisiting Super Mario 3D Land using the recording here, since that one was a handheld. I should have held off on the handheld, but it's not too bad. All right, let's see. Oh, this one's actually kind of fun. See, like these giant structures, it's like, okay, let's let infants play on these. Great idea, Gramps. All right, so pull this thing out, and like I said, it takes out this entire section, like, you know, all the colors this is attached to. It takes out an entire thing. It's like, okay, how's this even being built? It'd be pretty cool to see this on like a full-scale platform or something instead of just the 3DS. It's kind of cool that it is on the 3DS. I think it's probably best suited here. It'd be cool if they brought it to like the consoles or something, because you know they put like Minecraft and Terraria on the marketplace. So why not? Why not this? Except of course Nintendo, Nintendo lol. Okay, this one is gonna have to be a lot of side sweeping. I think this one you're gonna want to start on the pink side, you know, in this pink, in with the, oh, never mind, I was going to something terrible there. And that's because the blue would be on the top. We're gonna have to alternate between these very specific platforms here, but do a lot of side pulling here. Oops, and there we go. So sometimes he gets a little sticky when he's grabbing these side things because, you know, you'll look at something and you'll barely be touching the other one. You'll grab the other one on accident. You're like, oh, darn it. Yep, there we go. So I'm gonna pull this out of the way. See, it's like once you've played this, like anyone, if you've ever played this and you're watching this, you're probably like, oh yeah, that's how you would solve it. But later ones are just so, like, so complex. Like it's almost irritating how complex they make it. Like, not like to the point where they're impossible. Like there's some that I thought were impossible, but the solutions are very simple. You got to think outside the box a little bit. Do that nonsense. I think this one's probably pretty easy too. This one just pull out all the way, and this one pull out only 2 maybe, and this one we can pull out and then jump over here, and then now we can pull this one out, and there we go. Yeah, see, easy peasy. So, ba-dum-bum. Yeah, sorry if it sounds like I'm kind of tired. I went ahead and I made the backgrounds for this. I just recorded the first episode like an hour ago, made the background for this. I worked earlier today, so I'm a little tired, a little irritated at people at work who just suck at their job, who make it their goal in life for me to hate my job. So, I don't know. I just want to apologize in advance. If it sounds like I'm a little bored, I'm not. I'm really excited to be doing this. I can't really stress that enough, but I do really enjoy doing this, so hopefully it comes through all right. This will probably be the last episode I record, since I also recorded an episode of Yoshi's Island earlier. So that's always exciting. Several different projects at once. Oh man, you guys. God, I'm so excited. I don't know why I'm all of a sudden into making videos again, like these kinds of videos. It's probably because I don't have to restrict myself with the rhythm game videos. As much as I like doing those, it's just kind of like, some days I was just like, I don't want to do this. Now, let's see what we got here. This one. Okay, this is basically that same puzzle that we did before, and just in a weird spot this time. There we go. Pull this one out all the way, and grab this, and there we go. Yes! Grab you, child, and fling you off from here. It's like, here, mommy, catch! Catch, mommy. Alright, next Pushmo. Alright, and we're almost done. So this is probably going to be the pace of most of the videos, except like I said in the last part, chances are some of the later ones might stump me a little bit, because you can't, you know, once you play these ones, you kind of know what you're doing, but you're like, oh, it's this one, how did you solve it? There was the trick, and there's the thing to the thing. Okay, so we have to grab this one, but over here, pull this out, and pull it out one more, and bring this back out, and there we go, we're good to go. Awesome. See, I kind of wish they didn't have like the simple 2-dimension on the bottom screen, because everything looks exactly the same. The bottom screen is almost pointless in this game because of that very fact. But it's kind of, I guess, what else could you really do with it? Okay, but it's nice, I guess. I mean, if I didn't have the bottom screen, I'd be kind of like, why didn't they put a bottom screen with this information on it? Okay, so here's this thing again. We have to pull this nonsense out, and same thing up. Nope, this one. I think we're actually gonna want. Shit. Pull this one out one more, and then pull this one out, and then pull this one out again, and then we have to move this pink one again. There we go. That's what we had to do. See, the one time I didn't pull out the pink all the way out, of course I would have to anyway. Alright, well, we're almost done with this video, I guess, since this is gonna probably be the relative scheme of things, is me ending off and starting videos actually competently. You know, when I was doing, like, BioShock, I would just keep going, I wouldn't have an intro. Like, I don't usually have intros or exits for my videos. I usually just kind of have them like, here's a video. don't need to introduce myself at the beginning of each single one. Like, there's those people who always have their own, like, hey everybody, this is me. In the last episode, we just did this thing, and in this episode, we're gonna do this thing. Hope you blah, blah, blah. It's like, I don't want to do that. Because that's just so, I don't know what the word is for it. I don't really like it that much. Because if you guys are gonna see eventually, I guess, but I don't feel the need to have to explain myself at the beginning of every 10-15 minute episode is completely unnecessary, in my opinion. I mean, I can kind of see why people do it, but please don't let me degrade to that level where I'm gonna have to introduce myself to a stranger every single day of the week, because that would not be very beneficial. It just gets dull. I don't know. It's not very interesting. Or it's like those people who have like the 1 minute introduction video with like the chorus, like, oh, dun dun dun, like the beating drums and like the Vikings, you know, harmonizing in the background, like, oh, do, do, you know. They have a minute-long video for like or minute-long intro for like a 10-minute video, and it's like, well, welcome to this episode of Pokemon Fire Red. We're gonna go pick a starter Pokemon. I think I'm gonna go with Charmander because he's the best. I don't know. Sorry, I don't mean to make fun of people who actually, you know, do that, because I can't really defend myself if people are like, oh, look at this guy, he doesn't even make interest in his videos. What is that? I don't know. I'm just getting on people's nerves now. What do we got here? Shit, I don't remember how to do this one right off the top of my head. Let's try this. I think this is, because we're gonna have to push this one. Yes, diagonal jump, right? Is that what we're gonna have to do? Diagonal jump, perhaps? Yes, I think that is what we're gonna have to do. Diagonal. There we go. Nope. Let's do this and push that back. I don't know why I felt the need to rewind there, but I feel like, oh, for the love of God. I don't know why I feel the need to rewind there, but here we are again. Yeah, so that's the second to last one, correct? Yes, okay, the final challenge of the level 1 variety of the level 1 origins. Oh, great. I think it's pretty much the same thing. This one... Shit, how do we do this one again? Let's just troubleshoot again, shall we? Pull this. And the next level is actually really cool. I'm excited to be doing that next. It's probably one of the reasons why I mainly started this. Oh, that's what we do. That is, of course, what we do. There we go. Pull this one out, one more, and then this one out. And there, we did it, ladies and gentlemen. We solved it. Wow, we actually did that without too many hitches. Kind of hiccuped a little. We kind of hiccuped there at the end. That was a level 3, apparently. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, they're so excited, so happy with the level 1 challenges. Oh, man, yeah. See, what are we called? What are we technically called? If Pushmo are those puzzles that we've been solving this entire time, what sort of creatures are we? We're like Waddle Doos or something, or Waddle Dees. Waddle Doople-dangers. Okay, so with that, ladies and gentlemen, in the next part, join me as we take on the mural section of this game. They're going to start having stuff like this. If you guys are excited, I hope to see you guys then. So excited! Strawberry Fields forever! Oh, God. Okay. See you guys then.